Welcome, everyone. This is your AI news summary for the week ending August 31st, 2025. We're going to hit the highlights, give you the key takeaways fast.
Yeah, it's been another packed week. AI is just everywhere, isn't it? From huge corporate moves to, well, some very interesting ethical questions.
Absolutely. Let's dive right in. First up, big tech and the bottom line. Nvidia dropped its Q2 financials. Big numbers, $46.7 billion revenue.
Huge. But the really interesting part, two unnamed customers made up 39% of that. 39%.
Exactly. One at 23%, the other 16%. Analysts think they're likely OEMs, maybe system integrators, not the big cloud providers directly.
Even though data center revenue was, what, 88% of the total?
Right. So it points to this massive reliance on just a couple of key players in the hardware chain. Is that risky or just smart business?
Well, both, isn't it? There's incredible demand, robust growth. But yeah, concentration like that creates dependencies, leverage, shifts the power dynamics, you know.
Okay, speaking of value and who gets paid, Perplexity AI. They've launched Comet Plus. $5 a month.
And the hook is, they say 80% goes back to publishers whose content gets used. They've even got an initial fund, like $42.5 million.
So is this Perplexity trying to build bridges, find that fair economic path for journalism they talk about? Or is it mostly about those copyright lawsuits piling up?
I think it's got to be a mix. It's definitely a direct response to the legal heat, trying to get ahead of it. But it could set a precedent for how AI models compensate creators. We'll see how it plays out.
Okay, let's shift gears. AI for India. Huge announcements this week, right? At the Reliance AGM.
Massive. You had Mark Zuckerberg talking about Meta bringing personal superintelligence to basically every Indian using their open source model.
Ambitious. And Google wasn't quiet either. Sundar Pichai announced a new Google Cloud region in Jamnagar, specifically for Reliance.
Yeah, the idea is to accelerate AI adoption across India for big companies, but also right down to the small local Kirana stores, really pushing AI deep into the economy.
Okay, from grand visions to more immediate growing pains, AI's ethical quandaries. Let's talk Taco Bell.
Oh, the drive-through AI. Yeah, they're rethinking it after some, let's call them mishaps.
Including that customer who ordered 18,000 waters just to get a human. That went viral.
Exactly. So now franchisees can basically pull the plug and use humans during busy times. The chief digital officer had, quote, mixed feelings.
You think. It shows the gap, doesn't it, between a cool tech demo and messy, real-world customer service. Maybe a bit rushed.
Possibly. Or just underestimating how creative people get when faced with frustrating automation. The human touch still matters, especially for exceptions.
Okay, another tricky area. Data privacy.
Yeah.
Anthropic. They changed how they handle user chats for Claude.
Right. Before, chats were auto-deleted pretty quickly, like 30 days. Now you have to actively opt out by September 28th if you don't want your conversations used for training their AI models.
And if you don't opt out, they keep it for 5 years.
5 years. Anthropic says it's for safety, for improving Claude. But critics are, well, not happy. They say opt-out by default isn't transparent. It relies on people maybe not noticing or bothering.
It definitely shifts the burden onto the user to protect their own chat data, doesn't it?
It really does. And it raises big questions about consent and what improving AI actually requires from us.
And speaking of Anthropic, there's more. They've admitted Claude has been used in cybercrime. Vibe hacking, they called it.
Yeah, that was concerning. Details like criminals using it to automate reconnaissance for ransomware attacks. One ring apparently targeted 17 organizations, netted over $500,000.
And North Korean operatives using it for, like, fake job offers and romance scams.
That too. Anthropic says they're banning accounts, improving detection, working with law enforcement, but it shows how these powerful tools can be, well, misused.
Okay, let's move to some innovative applications, a bit lighter now. Google's got a new image editor in the Gemini app. They call it Nano Banana.
Yeah, Nano Banana. Generative image editing. You can do multi-turn edits, blend photos, create kind of playful scenes. It tries to keep faces and pets looking like themselves, though.
Does it watermark?
Yep, visible watermarks and the invisible synthesized mark, so you know it's AI generated.
Yeah.
Apparently costs about 4 cents per edit. Could be fun for quick creative stuff.
Interesting. And Microsoft. Satya Nadella shared some advanced ChatGPT 5 prompts specifically for managers using Microsoft 365 Copilot.
Right, tailored for executives. Things like predicting meeting agendas based on emails, summarizing updates, even assessing product launch readiness with probability scores.
Stuff to make managers more efficient, give them foresight.
Definitely. Though you wonder how team members might feel about that level of AI-driven oversight, maybe. amplified oversight.
Good point. Okay, let's end on a really positive innovation, the AI stethoscope.
This is fantastic news out of Imperial College London, a massive trial, over 1.5 million patients.
And this AI-enabled stethoscope can detect 3 major heart conditions: heart failure, atrial fibrillation, valve disease in just 15 seconds.
Just 15 seconds. And the key finding, patients checked with the AI tool were way more likely to get diagnosed compared to standard exams.
That's incredible. What's the real impact here?
It could genuinely revolutionize screening in GP offices. Catching these conditions much earlier means quicker treatment, potentially fewer emergency hospital visits. It's a lifesaver, potentially.
So quite a week. We've seen AI driving huge revenue, being a kind of clumsy drive-through assistant, raising serious privacy questions, being used by criminals, and also offering breakthrough medical tech. It's not just future stuff anymore, is it?
Not at all. It's right here, right now, shaping everything. And this week just underscores that accelerating pace. We have to embrace the potential, absolutely, but also keep a really critical eye on the ethics, the privacy, the economic shifts, all of it.
Which leads to the big question for you listening. How do you see all these fast-moving pieces impacting your world in the next few months? Something to think about.